One of the guys in this NBA draft who are really underlooked and undervalued has definitely been the best player this season on our Orlando Magic team, with the guy who was drafted 5th overall in the NBA draft, and Jalen Suggs, and that guy goes by the name of Franz Wagner. He was the Magic's 10th pick in the NBA draft, and this season already he's shown that he was and is the better player right now. And, obviously I hope that Jalen Suggs does develop into a really great player. He hasn't really been living up to all the expectations that have been placed on him. His numbers still aren't terrible, but they're pretty decent. But when I look at a guy like Franz Wagner, he is a totally different animal. Not only this guy, he doesn't really have, we were all trying to still figure out, what is his true position on the court. And really, he's a very versatile player. And one of the great things about him is that he's not only a great offensive player, but he's a great overall defensive player. He can really guard 1 through 5 at a really great level. And on the offensive end, he isn't really the greatest ball handler right now, and he's working on that, and of course his playmaking ability, which isn't actually a bad part of his game, and also just his overall style of play. He's not really a guy who takes a lot of mid-range shots, but he is a great guy who can attack the rim at times. And he's also a really, really great three-point shooter. And if you look at his stats overall this NBA season, this guy is averaging 15.9 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 45% shooting from the field, and he shoots 37% as well from 3. When you look at those numbers, especially for a guy who is 6'10", this guy, he is very, very talented already early on in his career, and he should definitely be in the competition with the other guys for possibly winning Rookie of the Year this season because, his numbers, they speak for itself. And his overall impact already on this Orlando Magic team, now even being a starter and all of that, the future looks very, very bright with him on this Orlando Magic team. Just about a week and a half ago, he set a career high 38 points in a game, and he had 27 as well in the first half. And he joined Shaquille O'Neal and Dennis Scott as the only rookies in the Magic's franchise history to reach that mark in a game. He also tied for the third most in a game by a Magic rookie. And he even shot 12 of 20 from the field, including 4 of 8 from the three-point in that game. He made all of his free throws, and he became the first player since Scott to have a 30 game on 50% shooting from the field and three-point range, and from the free throw line at shooting 100%. Looking at overall his future and his direction, I can see a lot of upward for him in his game overall. Wagner is definitely a guy who's come into the Orlando Magic already and has made a huge impact early on. And the thing is, what he's doing right now is very different from other players. Here's what Terrence Ross had said about Wagner. Franz is really good at everything. He's really, really good at everything. He can shoot, pass, score, defend. He's 6'10". He's really fun to watch. He reminds me of Gordon Hayward with a lot more size, and I think it can be a little bit better down the road. I'm excited to see what he turns into. And it really is exciting to see what he turns into. He's not really the most athletic guy, and when you compare that to a guy like Gordon Hayward, he isn't the most athletic guy either, but the comparison is very similar. But Wagner is obviously a bit taller than Hayward, and he's already showing a lot of upside already early on in his NBA career right now. And when you compare him to what he was in college and to the NBA, it's simply due to the fact that he's asked to have a much bigger role now on this Orlando Magic team, which is why, many guys would actually fail in some opportunities like this. But for Wagner, he's actually really stepped up into a big, big player for them. And when you look at just his overall impact, as I said earlier, he's played, I believe, the most games already as a rookie. If you already see in the 38 games he's played this season for the Magic, none of those games have been games with 20 or more points, and one game already, which is a career high, 38 points in one game as well. At the end of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if he is the best player to possibly Rookie of the Year, or definitely really close. And this class, they have many, many great talented rookies in it, and he is just another example of how dominant and strong this rookie class is. And I'm really excited to see his future for the Orlando Magic and just their overall growth and development with their young core of guys who they are building on this team right now. But you know, there's not really much I can really say because, well, this is still the beginning of his NBA career, and he's still got a long journey ahead of him. And we still have a good amount left of the NBA season, and many things can change. So this is all I can really say right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.